Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly.
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if I'm the
Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
Started it. I just switched it when I seen your lips moving because I couldn't hear you. So we're on the air right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Half Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am Steve, and I'm joined by
Erik.
Kelly.
Jason.
and Rick.
And this week we watched The Frighteners, directed by Peter Jackson, written by Fran Walsh and Peter Jackson, starring Michael J. Fox, Trina Alvarado, and Peter Dobson. IMDb synopsis: after a tragic car accident kills his wife, a man discovers he can communicate with the dead to con people. However, with a demonic spirit, when a demonic spirit appears, he may be the only one who can stop it from killing the living and the dead. So what do you guys think?
That's a very long synopsis.
That's a lie synopsis.
Synopsis.
It's not true. There were no demons in this movie. It was just a pissed off ghost that liked to kill people. It's a lie.
I don't know. I was looking through. I was going down this YouTube rabbit hole of like demons and stuff. So I see this video. It's like there's no such thing as ghosts. It's just demons, right? I was thinking, wow, maybe somebody's got like some old ass book where they discovered something. And nope, it's like it was just a freaking like picture, like a picture to suck you in. And then after that, it was like some scripture that didn't have anything to do with demons or ghosts. And then a link to a freaking like church or something. I was like, dang it, you could have at least faked your way through half of it. Like, I would do that.
I gotta say, Eric's
me do
story
it.
was really anticlimactic.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it like really pissed me off.
I thought it was great because Eric got clickbait,
You know.
like big time.
I did. I hate that. That's
So do
why
I.
I vow to never do that. I'm
It's like
never gonna
false
have a
advertising.
picture. I'm never gonna have a picture of a hot woman on the cover, and then like a leading intro, and then just me standing there with my shirt off, because that's what I felt like happened.
It's like the title. It's like the title, How to Get a Galahorn in Destiny 2, and you click on it, and they're like, just play the game a lot.
Fully expected
Yeah.
that to go somewhere else. Didn't think you were going Destiny. You just said how to get a gal, and I was like, all right, what are you gonna say now?
All right.
How to Get a Man in 10 days.
So I kind of hope, at least at the beginning of this movie, this is how we need to fight ghosts, not the, I don't want it to be the 1408 thing where we end up in a room that fucks us up. I just
Yeah.
want at the very beginning of this where we get ghost buddies, and they like help us haunt a house, and then we can go clear them out and make some money off of it.
Yeah, this guy's got it
Dude,
down.
I like the idea. Of
We're
ghost
gonna
buddies.
we're gonna need I'm gonna need a lot more hot sauce.
No, we're not going to need any. That's the thing. If we use hot sauce and ball juice, we need that to get rid of real ghosts that are a problem. These guys are just
Wait,
there
guys.
to help us out. We can
What
sprinkle
we're gonna
some...
do, what we should do is we should kill one of us, and then that person can be our first ghost.
All right, 1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
I volunteered
Yeah.
Jason to be that person.
I'm okay with that.
If you don't die, then you
imagine-
could be the guy that sees the ghost, though, because you could have that near-death experience, and then
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, so it's a win-win for you, Jason.
I can't freeze myself. It's just not going to work.
What if
it's
we
going to take
just-
really, really cold. Like, it's going to be colder than that shit. So
What if we just hold
Steve's
me
gravy
and
blood will
Ricky
be like,
underwater,
nope.
and whichever one stops twitching first is the lucky winner?
I mean, Steve's a ginger, which technically makes him part witch, so you can't drown a witch.
you
So
mean I'm
he-
part
I mean-
ginger and Ricky's a ginger.
No. Wait, did I say part ginger?
You said Steve is a ginger.
Yeah.
I said Steve?
Yeah.
Son of
Yeah.
a bitch. I meant Ricky. Ricky.
I was really
Ricky's a
confused.
ginger. Sorry. I was looking at Steve's mic placement at the time because he reminds me of Wilson from the Home Improvement show.
Hold on.
Because he's always
There
like,
we go.
"Hey neighbor, how's it going?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a we need a
You
tripod.
don't have no idea, but I'm actually
Yeah.
somebody from your childhood, and you've never seen my face.
Yeah, we need to get a tripod because the way we have it set up, the camera just can't go any higher than where it is. So
Yeah.
it's just the way it is.
Just
Also, I need a
why
better
not?
chair. As you can see, Jason is the shortest of us all, and he's the tallest on the camera.
I have a good high chair.
Because I can't get the chair any higher than this.
Where is it
He's
at?
got a booster seat
Borrow
on.
my standing desk chair.
Yeah, that won't work here.
Yeah, but it would be funny to see.
My
just
head
you,
would
like, the
my
top.
head would just be off the
just see-
screen.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Only I could get any higher than this.
Just be. Let's see if I can get out of the. I can't get out of the camera from here. I have to stand
Yeah.
up. Oh man. But yeah, no, I would. I would
Having
totally
fun?
want just ghost
That is
buddies to hang
horribly
out with,
uncomfortable.
and they would help me out with, all kinds of shit, right? It seemed like they could interact with a hell of a lot of stuff. So
Well, I mean,
Make friends with the
okay,
ghosts
so
you have in your
like,
house.
No,
honestly,
I'm trying.
like, why wouldn't you
Leave
just like
burritos
use
and
them to
stuff out,
like,
they
you
don't
know,
like
like steal shit though? I mean,
well, because they can't. It seemed like they could interact with stuff to a certain point. They couldn't like run out of the house with shit and stuff like that.
okay,
took a lot out of 'em.
well, like maybe you could use them to get someone's like PIN number or something like that, like the information on their card. You know,
I
You
love
still have
how
to get the
that's the
card
first
from 'em.
thing.
Ricky goes
Ricky,
to stealing.
Iron Man's not real. Okay.
all right, you know, like
can't go
security
steal it.
codes, things like that. You know, no, you see, that's just the fucking
That's not a bad idea.
misinformation.
The security codes could work, but he's still going to show up at your door with the Hulkbuster suit on and kick your ass.
I'll take that one too. I will get into the Hulkbuster suit and use the Hulkbuster suit to carry the rest of the suits
Oh
out.
man, what if the ghosts can inhabit the suits, and then the ghosts have Iron Man suits?
Oh God.
That's the scariest thing I've ever heard. Ricky, if you actually legit find Tony Stark's place with Iron Man suits, you better let me know. I want to get in a suit.
I'm just saying, you
Of
know.
course,
I
we'll have
mean,
to like model. I'll have to bring a cutting torch to like cut the midsection out.
The Hulkbuster
Maybe
suit.
we-
Well,
actually,
no.
yeah,
Well,
the
you see
Hulkbuster
now,
suit,
if
you're fine.
if we use the new stuff, the nanobot shit, then we'll have to worry
yeah.
about it. It'll just conform over to your stomach. It might even push in the stomach and make you look like you have like a six pack. You see what I'm saying?
I don't want. That's a lot of pushing in. I don't want that.
How about just build it out so it looks like you got a flat stomach and all that stuff?
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
nice.
I really don't want a space age corset going on. That's not going to cut it.
But you could airbrush like
I
they do
can-
in Always Sunny.
I have this
Exactly.
image now. I have this image now where after the suit comes off of Eric, because it's been pressing a six pack into his stomach, it's fat but still a six pack.
Just like looks like it.
It just looks like it's all
indented
pressed
in there.
into the skin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see some guys do that on the internet, or they take some like fence piece or something and like
Yeah.
press
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's pretty much what it'd be.
There's a big part of me that kind of wants to get a six pack just to see what a really hairy six pack would look like.
I mean, you could watch.
What are
wrestling,
you
and
like
I'm sure there's a guy
not
out
brave
there
enough
right
to
now
just
that's
Google
wrestling.
that?
Everybody shaves their freaking stomachs and stuff.
There's got to be a hairy guy in wrestling still. There's always
I've
a hairy
seen-
guy in wrestling.
One somewhere.
Dude, you just look up Russian
Go-
dudes.
Look
all
for
right?
Razor Ramon in his prime. Razor Ramon in his prime. That's a hairy six
His name
pack.
is Razor, as if he's not shaving his six pack. That's like Tony Stark not being strong. That doesn't even make any sense.
So I typed in six pack wig, and the second search is with hair. So I'm gonna click on it.
You realize that's a reflection of your Google searches, Kelly.
No.
Hey, it's just like, no, I'm signing into yours.
There's no fucking way she's on mine. Profile.
Okay, well these aren't very hairy,
See?
but they're decent. I mean, they're nothing to not look at.
She likes to rub my tummy because I'm furry. She's like, "You're like a teddy bear."
Well, also, why do you think she likes, like she loves dogs, so she got a guy with, like a nice, like fur coat,
Not quite, but
Well, the closest you can get,
manly.
Yeah. I am very warm though.
Yes.
That's why your future Scrody coat is going to be such a wonderful thing for her.
Nope.
Nice and warm.
Terrible.
We all know he's
As
into
if
it.
I would relinquish that. You realize that would be the best wingsuit ever?
Eric, nobody would want to fight you in Black Ops, man.
That's right.
Oh, God.
Shit.
You'd have to
scrotum?
shave the hair off the skin so that it would be less wind resistant.
Well, no, dude, bats, their freaking wings are covered in fur.
It's super short velvet fur. He'd have to like trim it down at least.
Whatever. Like how do you know what Eric's nut hair is like?
I'm
You know what I
assuming
mean?
it's like
Oh
an
my
average
God.
person's nut hair.
What do you like?
know,
How do we not know? It's just not just like a velvety
It probably
coat.
looks like his chin. Have you seen it? Have you seen
Yeah.
that beard?
It's not even
He's
curly.
got 2 beards.
You know how it's supposed to be all curly? It's like
Oh,
straight
okay.
like this.
It's like braid
Okay,
that
so
shit.
on to
You
real
guys so
short and
much.
curlies. So that guy, did you guys like the judge, the hanging judge? He's my favorite character in
It's
this.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Runs in, starts shooting at the fucking dog, eating his
Oh.
dog.
It's like, what
Then
the
he's
fuck?
humping the mummy, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I like it when they lay still like that."
He's creepy.
Oh.
Oh man.
It's a mummy, though. I mean, it's not like no.
No.
I guess
It's
it's not technically
still-
necrophiliac, right? Because they're both dead. So
Oh,
Well, I mean,
that's
it's
true.
not necrophilia because they're both dead, but it's still, that's some nasty shit there.
Disturbing the.
Yeah, Well, I'm just saying, I mean, that's some kind of stuff you definitely don't want on your browser history.
Ricky's like, I gotta go delete my browser history.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Yeah, that guy's so funny. I remember the first time I seen this movie, I was like, "Where the hell's this movie been all my life? This is hilarious. I love this thing."
Okay,
It's got Jake Busey in it, who's like, this is his best role that I've ever seen him in.
Fucking great.
okay, yeah. So,
know?
I've never actually seen this movie before now, and so like I never even looked at it, never heard anything about it. Like I would just see it, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's like like an older, like horror movie, like thinking like it's an actual like horror movie, and then it's this, and I'm like, oh, so like it definitely was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I like the crap out of it. I think it's a great movie. I mean,
It
it's
is decent.
definitely like underrated. I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
like
don't
honestly,
see-
I would have never have watched it unless it was a pick.
Well, I bet in Michael J. Fox's prime, this was probably a pretty big movie. I'm willing to bet a lot of people saw it back in the early 90s or late 80s whenever it came out.
Was
Oh,
it
man, so I-
92 or something like that when this movie came
if
out?
you look at the IMDb, I think, or Rotten Tomatoes. No,
I think
so
it's 96.
There's
Okay,
oh
something
no,
like
there's
that, yeah.
reviews on Google Play, and the top one is from when this came out, and the movies that came out around this time were Kazam and Multiplicity, and the reviews were from Gene Siskel, and he fucking panned all of those movies. He didn't like any of them. I think Multiplicity got the best out of all of it, but everything on that thing, because Kazam was shit. This was
Yeah.
really good though. I thought it was. But,
No, this was really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny to read like the old reviews from back when this movie actually came out.
The special effects were pretty amazing, too. For the
Way
time
fucking
period.
better than the new Ghostbusters movie.
Way better.
God, yeah.
Well, I think the new Ghostbusters
I
movie
can't
had a
believe you
budget
just
of
brought
about
that up. That
$35.
actually is true.
Yeah.
Just like
Like, goddamn.
watching the fucking first part of that Ghostbusters movie, the slime looks so fucking bad. I was like,
Like
the slime in the
over a
first
decade
movie.
later, and it's worse than this movie.
and the slime in the first fucking movie of Ghostbusters was way better than the shit that they had, or second movie in Ghostbusters. Oh,
Yeah.
Slimer was in the first one, right? Yeah.
Wasn't it 30 years later?
Yeah. It was just like they. it
Yeah.
was-
So think about doing something worse than somebody else did 30 years ago before computers.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was so fucking
Well, that's
bad.
why it was worse. They probably used, like, green hair gel or something for the slime, so it was completely natural. And then now they're like, oh, let's just edit
Well,
it
no,
all
back in the day, ghosts actually existed. They weren't extinct yet, so they just got a real ghost. Right.
Yeah.
And they just tamed it to work for this because like everyone knows that ghosts like went extinct back in like the 80s and shit.
Well, yeah, when the Ghostbusters were out there, they did such a good job.
That's pretty much-
that's the whole plot of Ghostbusters 2.
Exactly.
They got all the ghosts. They didn't have any more jobs left.
Yeah, it's the ghosts are extinct now. Like so, I mean, they just had a real ghost playing Slimer.
Or wait, that would be the plot of Ghostbusters 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Slimer would be kind of like the soul of Chris Farley.
I can see that.
He's all fat, just eating stuff, just like blasting
Yeah.
through walls.
Slamming through everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
honestly, though, I mean, like, anytime he came around, like, a really nice table, like, you would see him cry because he couldn't break it. I mean, he'd be like, what the fuck,
You'd have David Spade there, too, though. Just like, God, I can
Oh.
hear you getting fatter. Eric's the only one I think that got that line.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just David.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
It's a
David
great
Spade
movie.
is just fucking annoying though.
Oh, hater.
Like, he's fucking annoying.
Yeah, so the this movie's got a lot of neat stuff in it. I like Arlie Ermy in it. Kelly looked at him walking up and she's like, "Is this the only thing that guy can do?" I'm like, "But he does it so well."
No, it's so annoying.
He does it. It's supposed
So
to be
annoying.
annoying. It's
Wait.
supposed to be annoying.
I'm not sure who that guy is. Is he the
military
one
guy.
who lost his head at the end?
Army guy.
Oh, the army guy. Okay. Oh yeah, he did that really well.
It's the only role he can play.
He
That's
did
not
it.
true. You should see him as kind of a he's in that movie with Jack Black, Zach. Oh no, I can't remember his name. I think I'm saying his name wrong.
Zach
You're
Galifianakis.
thinking of the one with
No.
Amanda. What's her face?
Yeah.
Was that Shallow
Oh,
Hal or?
No.
Silverman.
Saving Silverman. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
Okay.
Freaking Steve Zahn's in it.
Steve Zahn. That's what I was. Yeah. Okay. It's not his name. It's Zach. Steve Zahn.
Way off.
Jeez.
Who
So
I got the ZA part. I mean,
He was the coach
was
in
he
that
in
one.
that? Was he an old coach or an
Yeah.
old?
He was an
Yeah.
old coach.
He still pretty similar.
he was entertaining.
so
So, anyways, they had like, I like the part when he like charges up on him. Now, I would have liked to see him get some licks in before the guy slices him in half, because I have a feeling that guy would have been way more prepared for that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Marine.
Well, yeah, look
know.
what he did when he was fighting Michael J. Fox in the very beginning. You know, he's changing
Yeah.
forms and shit like that, and just beating the crap out of him. You know, as much as
Yeah,
a
it was
ghost
pretty
can.
funny.
Yeah.
so
And then there's that creepy dude.
that's the one I'm getting to is the creepy dude.
So
Oh,
Jeffrey Combs,
hammers.
man, that guy is in so many Star Wars things,
Is
Star
he?
Trek things. Sorry, Star
Oh.
Trek things. He was a couple of people in different series of Star Trek. Like he was the main bad guy for a long time in Deep Space Nine. And I saw him in because you said it was Crispin Glover's dad. I assume that's the guy
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
And I didn't know who you were talking about until I watched the movie. I was like, oh fuck, dude, I know who that is. Jeffrey Combs, man. He's in a lot of shit, or at least a lot of stuff that I've seen. You know, Star Trek.
Yeah, he's a lot of sci-fi shit. It seems like.
I really wanted at the end when that guy dies for Michael J. Fox to be like, "Dude, you're such an idiot." It would have made my day to have him just tell that guy he was a freaking idiot.
Now, would you guys? Okay, now we have to put ourselves in Michael J. Fox's exact position. You know, where his wife's dead and everything.
Uh huh.
Right. But when you meet the lady, right, and then she's like, "Please tell me what my ex-husband Ray or whatever, what happened to the money, blah blah blah." I mean, and then you're touching his hand, like touching her hand rather. Wouldn't you be like, "Let's get this on so I can irritate the shit out of this guy because he's a pain in the ass"? That would have been my move. I'd be like, "Wait a second. Oh, you don't think I can? All right, let's see how let's make this happen." I mean, of course, you can't do it the first day because she's bereaved.
Well, I wonder if
Then
a little,
again-
That's why you can do it the first day.
Well, look, according to Funeral Crashers, I mean, that's the way to do it.
Rebound. I mean,
right.
rebounds are the easiest.
I wonder if a little bit of that was he wanted to try to get rid of him. He didn't want him to haunt him forever, so he was trying to get through all this stuff so that the guy would move on,
Yeah.
not knowing that he was just gonna stick around.
Yeah, just irritating the crap out of him. Like, okay, just go the fuck away. I'm done with you.
So I feel like
he dies.
Michael J. Fox was kind of just trying to get through, appease him so that he could get this done and get rid of the guy eventually. But
Yeah.
obviously that didn't work.
No.
He got deflated.
Mm-hmm.
You guy's a real turd too.
Yeah.
Real turd burglar.
He took his wife's $16,000 that she saved and lost it in a bad investment.
Yeah.
I think his investment was buying a
shitty
whole
lawn?
bunch of those striped T-shirts like he's wearing in the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
who the fuck would ever buy those and wear them?
I figured his bad investment was gambling. He
Could be.
seemed like the type of guy that would lose it all on booze and gambling.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
didn't have those, toned down Hawaiian T-shirts on though.
Well, that's because
To
that's
me, he
because he
seemed like the
lived-
type of guy who'd just get in a bad investment because like gambling types are like normally pretty. They're not cheap people, right? Okay, we know a gambler. Okay, he'll remain anonymous in this, but we know him, right? And
Okay.
he doesn't have a crap load of money, but like, if you ask him, hey, can I borrow some money? He always says, yeah. He'll give you money if you need it, right?
If he's got it.
But I mean, yeah, but he's not cheap. Like a cheap guy, they're like my brother Robert. He's cheap. Okay. He's not a gambler at all. He would not even like. No. Nope. When he's drunk.
What, you want something? No, I'm not gonna give you that.
No, when we're drunk, we were in Reno gambling, and I was like, hey, can I borrow $50 to gamble more? I lost all this money, and he looked at me. He's like, no. You're not. I'm not gambling one fucking penny. Gamble your money. I like it when you gamble your money. That's hilarious. I was like, okay.
Yeah, Jason doesn't gamble at all either. Gone to the casino once with him. He didn't spend a fucking dime, and he got free money, and he didn't spend a fucking dime of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, he walked out ahead.
I guess.
Well, I got to say, my favorite gambler are the types that they'll tell you, yeah, I went down there with $400 and I won 200. I'm like, wow, you came away with $600? No, I came away with 200. I'm like, whoa, dude, you lost $200.
Yeah.
No, I won 200.
No, you lost 200.
Now I've
Wow.
gone down with $200 and walked out with $400, like on the first fucking pull on a slot machine. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I just
Well,
leave.
God, yeah, you have to at that point because your next go, you're gonna lose it all.
It does, I've only done it once, never again. So, but it was enough to make me go back. So I did lose a bunch of money later on.
Ooh, yeah, well, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I
lose
mean,
400 though, or I mean 200.
Over the
400.
course of the next few times I've gone, yeah.
So they
I
got
haven't
their
been in a
money
long
back.
time.
They got their money back.
Of course they did. They got more than their
Well,
money
the last
back,
time
I'm
you
sure.
went was 777, I think.
No, I've been since then.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I've been gambling where I actually used some money once and I didn't win anything. My brother Dan won a little bit at first and then
And spent it all.
lost more money, and we
Yeah.
were like, dang it. And then he was like, but I'm having such a good time. And we were all at that point severely inebriated. There's lots of high-fiving.
Yeah.
I high-fived people I didn't know. And you know, I hugged a woman that I thought was my wife, but turns out was not. And it was a little embarrassing. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like it was an honest mistake. Like I wasn't just being like,
Yeah.
I was really drunk though. I feel so sorry for her because I probably had beer on my face.
Walk her from
brother's like,
behind, give her a nice
Yeah.
hug, and then a little cup grab, and you
Didn't
realize
do any of that
it's
actually.
it's not your wife. You're like, oh well, fuck it.
If you can believe that, I'm less grabby when I'm drunk. At a certain inebriation, my grabbiness just like drops pretty far off, and then I'm just like really happy. Not really worried about. I don't. It's like it doesn't even occur to me to do it anymore. At that point, I'm just like, it's Kelly, yay! And I just gave this hug, and then I was like, wait a second. You're definitely not Kelly. Because you don't
What have you
smell
done
like
with my
Kelly at
wife?
all.
Where is she?
Yeah, that thought went through my head for a second. I'm like, oh my god, Kelly's a shapeshifter. And then Robert luckily grabbed me and he's like, sorry, he's super drunk. He does, you know.
When did this happen, Eric?
When we were out at my bachelor party thing.
I know.
Doy.
I was letting them know. I knew when it was. I
Oh.
was there, kind of. I was in the
They don't
same
need to
vicinity.
know. It happened yesterday. Just drive to a Walmart super drunk. Here's my wife. Come here.
Come here, you.
His standards
Let's
just
gamble.
went down
Get
if
my
he's
wife
picking up a
out.
wife at Walmart.
Well, you see now, the bad thing would be is that if he accidentally finds someone who grabs him back, throws him onto her little rascal scooter thing there, and then just drives out the Walmart with him. So I finally got me a
Did
man.
Did you see the latest line of the Drunk Daddies? Can you believe this? Look at this. these are great robots. He's drunk. He looks like he'll take care of the kid when he's kind of drunk. Meanwhile, I'm just asleep in the cart, tied to some bed, and she's like, "All right, it's time to hobble you. I can't have you running away."
So now we're going. What is that? That Stephen King movie?
Misery.
In Misery. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be scary. Could you guys imagine having to deal with that?
I think it would hurt so bad you'd pass out from the pain at first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, break you at your fucking knees with the sledgehammer.
It wasn't knees, it was in the ankles.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Put a block of wood
The
just
crap-
below the knees
Yeah.
and then smash both of them in with a sledgehammer.
The crappy part is I have pretty sturdy ankles. I'm like, my biggest fear is that she'd have to hit each one twice. Oh,
Well, I mean,
'cause
like,
then, it
with
takes
any
way
luck.
longer.
Well, I mean, like, with any luck, though, it'll just, break the hammer, and then then she's like, well, fuck. You're like, all right, yeah.
You got to admit, though, it would be pretty awesome if she swung, hit it, and I looked at him like, you don't know this yet, but I'm Superman. You can't break my ankles. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then she just puts the hammer down. I'm like, God, I hope she doesn't notice the bruise tomorrow.
Maybe not try again.
Yeah, she was pretty determined, too.
Yeah, you just got to get some scissors and stab her in the throat. It's self-defense. She's trying to break your legs. Nobody else seems to agree that that's self-defense when she's trying to break your legs. I think it's self-defense.
No, I don't have
Well,
anything to
everybody
add
went
to
so
that.
quiet. I was like, eh.
I think I was thinking about what my move would be with that lady. It would be definitely like with the exact situation in Misery where she's your biggest fan. I would just have sex with her until she I'd be like, oh, you don't need to tie me down. Let's do it. And then I just be like, well, I mean, it's winter outside. Where do I need to go? Hey, can you make me some waffles and stuff? How do you want this book to go? Make me more waffles. We'll talk
Just
about
keep
it.
her distracted
Can you
by
give me a
making
beer?
waffles.
Yeah, can you get me a beer? Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. And then after like 6 months, I just leave.
After 6 months, you'll be tired of your crap, and she'll kick you out.
I won that. That doesn't sound like a dream. You get to she's cleaning up. It's her place.
She's making you waffles
making
every day.
stuff. It's a beautiful Colorado winter. I mean, that sounds like great to me.
Damn it.
Kelly would be like, what the
course,
fuck?
this-
3 months ago, the cops gave up looking for you. You were presumed dead, and I had to grieve already, you asshole.
No, what probably ended up happening is Kelly would just bust down the door like a month later. Like, what the fuck you think you're doing?
Alien environment.
But she,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
see, she
yeah.
wouldn't be talking to the the lady. She was talking to Eric. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're fucking like 3 months late, bitch. Like, what the fuck? The dogs and shit miss you. I'm here having to deal with this shit by myself. Fucking asshole. Let's go.
First of all, Kelly goes everywhere with me, so the odds of that happening are 0. She's always in the truck with me. Now, I would say this. It would be hilarious to watch Kelly come in and beat that chick's ass.
I was just thinking it would be Sledgehammer meets Unmovable Force.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little scary, though, because, you could imagine, I don't want to be hobbled, right? So I'm going to, of course, have sex with the lady. That's just how it's going to be. I'm not going to get hobbled. Where I can't avoid it. So I'm going to do it. I'm just like, no, I'll do it. And then, of course, that would be when Kelly would walk in. Be on top, just going to town, and then I just look over my shoulder, and here she'll be standing there with the sledgehammer, and I'll be like,
We're both getting hit at this point.
oh, shit. I'll just look at her and be like, well, we're both getting hobbled now. Thanks. I mean, you can't talk the old lady into I was a prisoner at that time. Just out of bullets.
God damn it. I mean, the thing is I can actually picture that scene in my mind. I'm just Kelly just opening the door, but it's opens up slowly, just you have the creak there. It's silhouetted, and it's silhouetted like in the light. Just Kelly standing there with a fucking hammer in her hair,
She goes in thinking she's got to kill a bitch, and then she sees me on top of her, and she's like, nope, gotta kill 2.
No, I couldn't kill you. I'd find All right, you're gonna sit in this chair and tie you up, and you're gonna watch this or do this or I don't know.
Oh, well, that
Oh, damn!
sounds- she's like, I'm gonna hobble some, I don't know, some actor. I can't remember the one that you like the most. I mean, she's gonna hobble Chris Pratt. That guy'll just be living with us from now on.
Damn.
You have to watch it. I don't want to. I'm not into that. Can I join in? No, you can't join in. What the hell's wrong with you?
Gosh.
Kelly's like, okay, I mean, the situation sounds a little bit better now, but all the same.
Kelly would
You
be
guys
like,
think
"You're
the
not allowed
ghost-
in the basement, Eric."
Yeah, because that would work. You know what she would do? Kelly's way smarter than that. She'd go, hey, if you go down the basement, can you clean it up for me? And I'd be like, that's never going to happen. I'm never going to go in that basement.
I'm smart
Never-
smart enough to not even ask that question.
Yeah. Well, no, that's how you keep me out of the basement. You just ask me to clean it up when I go down there.
Oh.
He goes down there.
And
There's
then
John Cena
I'd be like-
and Chris Pratt, and there's got to be a
Yeah.
third one. I think there's a third I've heard her talk
No,
about before.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
just
well,
not
Eric's just
say-
gonna come back up with like a beer and be like,
Zorn.
and just
Zord.
yeah,
No.
you know, he'll just like come back up with the beer in
Maybe
his hand and be
cartoon
looking
land
at Kelly
if I
like,
was, but-
Kelly, why is
Yeah.
Chris Pratt chained up? I'm chained up in the base without pants on.
Did you get his wallet?
Damn it.
Yeah, so the Frighteners is like, it's such a great. Let's see. I thought I can't picture anybody else in any of the roles. I think my favorite guy is the sheriff. He's just like, I think he kind of believes in the guy, you know, and like
Yeah.
he sees the guy he reaches down and pulls the dude out of the grave and he's talking and the guy's like, I don't know if he's nuts or for real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and
No.
like he was on the force when the guy's wife died, so he's probably kind of sympathetic towards Michael J. Fox's character. He's a little bit like, yeah, dude's been through some shit, so I'm kind of, he's erring on the side of like, he's been through some shit. I'll let him be a little crazy, whatever. So, but I mean, by the end of
yeah.
it, he totally believes so, or at least he believes
Well,
enough
of
that he
course.
wants to fucking write a book.
God, that's scary though. Could you imagine like having just being standing there and just having your heart get squeezed by some giant monster?
It's pretty messed up, man.
It's the heart attack
Hell no.
monster. It comes for people.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a documentary.
That's right. It's a serious problem in the United States.
And that's
It
why
is.
and that's why the Ghostbusters were formed. So you bring it all back full circle here.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So, Eric, I have a thing for you.
Really?
Well, I mean, we got Jake Busey here. We might as well do an Eric Translates Busey, right?
Oh, we got
Are
some
you
new ones?
serious?
Whoa!
I mean, it's not as good as some of the other ridiculousness that comes out, but it's still something.
Okay.
I think you can come
Let's
up with
do this.
something. So I'm going to do a transition here on the stream. And,
I can't do that. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
I know you didn't. That's all right. Everybody will hear us
Right.
talking and stuff like that.
I
So don't
kind of
say-
like the surprise though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say anything messed up, guys, because they can still hear us on Eric's stream. So, Eric.
It's time for Eric Translates Busey.
Well. That's the sound the bear makes.
That's something you learn on your own, though. It doesn't matter the words I give you. What matters is the words you have inside you to tell you what I just told you in your own way.
We gotta recharge our brave batteries.
What kind of an idiot are you?
Genetic crazy mixed
You
in
know,
there.
what's bad is I don't remember what I used to say. So Eric Translates Busey is a segment we have on the show where I read a quote from Gary Busey, and Garrick apparently is his name now.
Garrick.
Garrick. Yeah.
I always mess up stuff when I'm saying these things. Eric tries to translate it for us because nobody knows what Gary Busey is talking about, and sometimes Eric does.
There you go.
This week's
Yeah.
Eric Translates Busey is, it looks like a royal heavenly asteroid shooting through space. What is Gary Busey talking about?
Oh my God. There could be so many things. I mean, first of all, he could have went to the Independence Day movie
Yeah.
and he's watching this movie and he's like, wow, it looks like there's an asteroid. it's more likely that he lit a fuel filter on fire with his dad, and they were throwing it across the night sky, and it makes like this cool fireball thing. I think that's what it was. They were lighting fuel filters on fire because that definitely seems like a Gary Busey, Jake Busey move.
So like instead of like playing like like catch like another father son do, they go out there on like a new moon, like overcast night, so it's super dark, and they light fuel filters on fire and they play catch with those.
Yeah. If you get like a diesel fuel filter that has the element out, not one of the ones with the hard shell, but like an element type,
Yeah.
and you light them on fire, you throw them, and it sounds like a fireball, and it looks like a fire. It's a fireball. It's
So-
like Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 fireball.
I assume they're out there with welding gloves on, just hucking this thing back and forth.
This is Jake and Gary Busey. There are no fucking gloves involved, all right?
No, dude.
No.
This is
So,
just.
First of all,
Just
you
a
don't need
dry,
gloves. What you do is
knee-high
you take
grassy field.
That's right.
no. What you do is you get like a broom. And you stick a broom handle in it in the hole, in the little tiny hole where the fuel is supposed to
Yeah.
go in. Then you light it on fire, and then you put it back over your head and you launch it. And then you can kind of lacrosse it. It's
yeah, you
fun.
get like lacrosse little sticks with the nets and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that would be actually. Could you imagine catching it and having the burning diesel just like
Oh man.
enter? That's why Gary and Jake Busey look like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fireballs.
that was Eric Translates Busey for this week. It may come back next week or some other time if we have another Busey on the movie or whatever.
Yeah. And if
can't
anyone
get it, have,
actually
like, a
knows
crazy
Gary
kid.
Busey or anyone that knows him, like by proxy, like tell Gary Busey that we want him on our show.
Yeah. Now I have to make a video transition for Eric Translates Busey for the podcast, though. Now that we're doing a video thing, because the last time we did,
I think I have
Eric
one.
Translates
You do
Busey.
have one.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because the last time we did Eric Translates Busey was when we were only doing audio stuff, I think. I feel like I don't remember putting a thing together for this. So.
Yep.
I think I have one.
Welcome to the future, people.
I've been working on making transitions
Good.
and stuff.
Because all I have
Yep,
is the Pop
yep.
Rocks, the Moon Pop Rocks thing. Is all I got.
Yeah,
Pop rocks or popcorn on the moon.
Yeah, something like that.
guy's so funny.
Oh man.
He's such a kooky dude, and he was like such a badass back in the day. Like when he was the Lethal Weapon 2 guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's standing there with his hand to catch it on fire, and he's like, "Yep, stick out your hand, Joshua," and he's just like, "It's on fire,"
Well, I told you. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but we watched the new Predator movie, and Jake Busey is in that, and he totally plays Busey's son from from Predator 2.
Oh, nice.
Which is,
awesome.
Nice.
I was pretty happy about that.
Nice.
So
I mean, Gary Busey had the Darth Maul death in Predator 2.
he did.
Got sliced in half.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would have liked to
By
see
an
Gary
alien.
Busey come back with crazy robot alien legs in the
Hell
new movie.
yeah.
That would have been awesome. It would have fit this.
I didn't
the new
even-
movie though. So
I gotta rewatch that movie, the Solo movie, because I don't think I noticed the legs. I just seen it was Darth Maul and was like, holy shit, that's Darth Maul.
totally had the robot legs.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure I thought to myself, oh, this must be pre the sequels. And then later on, like 5 seconds later, I'm like, wait, Han Solo's not 100 years old. What the hell is wrong with me?
Oh man. Oh yeah. So the just like the whole premise of this guy being a serial killer coming back, to kill more people as a serial killer. It's like, or as a ghost serial killer, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a little weird. Like,
Uh,
so was it they showed in the thing? I guess he goes and kills the wife, but I thought he got captured right after he shot everybody in the thing, or was that?
Oh, he did. He got electrocuted.
Okay, yeah, it was the ghost. That's right. It was the ghost and
yeah,
the
the
lady.
wife was
Okay.
the first
That
ghost
was number
kill.
13.
Yeah.
It was the first ghost
Okay.
kill. They mentioned that in the movie.
Yeah, no, and they totally showed it. I was misremembering. So, but
You got to see the new Sunny if you want to see some funny misremembering.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is that the Seinfeld one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just watched a really good Seinfeld episode of Big Mouth. Have you seen that one yet?
I've watched the whole season.
Was it first season or second?
Second season. They're talking about the guy who forces girls down on him, and they're all sitting around, and it keeps doing the Seinfeld music and going into the restaurant. They're sitting down and talking about it. The one guy's playing Jerry. He's like, "So what is this hand on the head thing I'm hearing about?"
Oh, is this when they're in the sex ed class?
Yes.
With Coach Steve? Yeah, okay. And they're teaching Coach Steve about sex?
It had like,
Oh, yeah.
I think it had
Okay.
4 or 5 scenes.
Yeah, yeah. I know
that
what
were
you're
from
talking about.
Seinfeld. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now.
Coach Steve. I love that. I mean, we could do a podcast just on that season of the show because it's hilarious.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
All
Ricky,
of
you're definitely missing out.
all of
It's
us will have
it's
seen it.
it's a show Ricky would like.
except him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it
Totally.
has Seth MacFarlane in it.
I'm sure.
If it did, he would have already seen it.
Oh, man. No, because I don't think... Have you watched the Orville?
I have begun watching it. Yes.
See, he's begun watching. He hasn't even finished the Orville. So, obviously, it's not just
that get
Seth MacFarlane
canceled?
that gets him. No, it's still... I think they're getting another season. And they're gonna let him do more of what Seth MacFarlane wanted it to be, because I think they pushed it way more as a comedy before, and there was quite a few more serious episodes. There was still funny stuff in it, but like the way they were pushing it was like a super parody of Star Trek, and what Seth MacFarlane wanted was kind of a spiritual successor to Star Trek. So
Oh yeah, that would be really good, but with some actual comedy in it.
yeah,
Well, it's
You
good
know,
anyway,
I mean-
so it can only get better.
I think the funniest parts are when Norm Macdonald hangs out or comes in. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's creepy though.
he's just made out of all kinds of ectoplasm.
Yeah, God. And then he ends up having sex with that lady that he liked
Yeah,
because she's just like floating in him,
yeah. God,
and you're
that's-
like, so many pubes in that guy. Oh God.
he came back from the puber dimension.
Yeah. Oh, heck.
Oh man.
Yeah. So the let's see. Did you guys like the two ghosts picking up the babies?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was like,
Oh, yeah.
and the
Fire,
baby,
man.
he's talking to the baby, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna mess with your parents. Are you in?" And the baby's like, "Yeah."
Let's
I
fucking
only
do
like that
this.
part. The other time, I'm like, don't drop him.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, they just totally dropped the kids on the lady too. Like, what if she didn't catch them? Like, maybe they're still holding him, like slowly dropping him on him or something like that.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah, not all 3 of them are hers, are they?
The way it seemed it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, because she must have been like, bam, 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 and having these kids.
Yeah.
triplets. She's
weren't
rich,
triplets.
Kelly. She can
It was
afford
different age.
She could have just adopted all 3 of them.
That's true.
She was rich.
Oh
like Eric
God,
said, so.
that type of lady too. You know that's like one of them ladies who adopts kids, like a socialite, like a Archer's mom
Yeah.
type, who adopts them just for the social standing aspect.
She was
Label,
very much an
yeah.
Archer's mom type lady too.
Yeah,
Man.
I could see her being like, "You get back here, Mister." Catch him in there. Catch one of the kids in there with the vacuum. I was cleaning my
Damn it.
room.
Get in my room.
Ah! That's a great scene. Did you guys see that in Archer? You guys familiar with that scene?
I remember that in that scary movie.
Oh yeah, there's a similar scene in Archer where he's a boy and he has a vacuum accident.
Was it newer season or older season? Because I've watched
No,
all
it's
the older
older
seasons.
season, I
I,
think.
I must have seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So much should have seen. So
Oh yeah, we should all, you guys all should have seen it. It was pretty funny. I like that show.
it's a good show.
Yeah, he's fucking Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Can't somebody fix that shit? Like, you guys know how many great movies with Michael J. Fox we all got boned out of?
I know.
You
Yeah.
know,
Been
I
awesome.
mean,
No.
Doesn't he have a movie or TV show or something coming out soon? I feel like he's doing something. Maybe a new Back to the Future.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he's in.
I watched him. Have you guys seen any of the Rescue Me TV series?
No.
Yes.
No.
Some
Is
of
that
Okay,
the one with
so the
Dennis Leary?
Yes.
No,
So
I
like
haven't
the
seen it.
very last season, he's in the show, and the poor guy, like you watch him, and I mean, he has something. You can tell he has something wrong with him, and you just you just have to basically ignore it
Yeah.
because he's a good actor and everything, and it's hilarious when he's making fun of Dennis Leary about having a small dick and stuff. So it's like that's funny, but man, it's like we could have had Back to the Future 30 years in the future. We could have had like Back to the Future 4.
Well, you see it even when because he was on Scrubs for a few episodes, and you see it in that too.
Yeah.
Where he's you can see that there's something wrong with him, but he still fucking nails it. Like he was great in that.
Well, in
those
Scrubs,
episodes, so.
Yeah.
Scrubs had him play the part of a crazy doctor.
Yeah, he
so
was like super OCD.
it was
about
perfect
a lot of shit.
because it fit in with his Parkinson's.
Because that was the roof toilet one.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That was the real
That's right.
Yeah, there'd be. I mean, I'm sure we would get. I'm positive we would get another Back to the Future. Especially before Christopher Lloyd kicks it, because that guy is old as shit too. And that guy,
Yeah.
I mean, he said he's in. He's up for it. Although the interview I read was a little sketchy with just the way that guy was interviewing him. So. The guy was kind of like, "You're gonna do another one, right? Yeah, you want to do another one?" Just kind of really leading him to the answers he wanted. So it's like Christopher Lloyd was just like, "I'm fucking fed up with this shit. Just fucking go on with whatever you're doing." So
I kind of like watching celebrity interviews that kind of go off the rails.
yeah,
It's like there's one with Robert Downey Jr. where the guy starts asking him these questions, and then he's just like, "What are you doing here? I'm here to talk about." I think it was Iron Man 3 or something.
yeah,
And he's like, he just looks at the guy because the guy's interviewing about some stupid thing that he doesn't give a shit about. And he's like, "What are you doing here? Like, let's stay on topic here." Like
Yeah.
he tells the interviewer, "Let's stay on topic." So then the guy gives him one more okay question. Next question right after that was like a reworded version of the one that he told him to stay on topic on. He just stands up and he's like, "Okay, we're done here."
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just-
and he just walks out of the room and the interviewer's like, "Whoa, hold on." Then he's looking at the camera person like Robert Downey Jr.'s the asshole,
yeah.
and it was like I think it might have been like some drug question, like
Oh, back his past kind of stuff, maybe.
yeah, it's like
Yeah. It's like dude's got over that shit. He's fucking. That's one of those big transformations. The fucking guy was off of every. He was. Pretty fucked up when he was younger and stuff like that, and now look at the guy. He's making millions of fucking dollars being Iron Man and shit. So there ain't no way Disney would have had him if he was still the way he was before. So
Well, now he can afford the good drugs and he doesn't, so that's a real improvement.
there you go.
well, I mean, here's the thing: he's not even Johnny Depping it or Charlie Sheening it, where he's pretending to be clean.
Yeah, no, you can. You
He's
just look at him.
actually, and he's a great actor. Like those two are supposed to like. People are like, "Oh, Johnny Depp is amazing." He just acts like himself.
Yeah, he just puts a new costume on and he's basically the same dude.
He plays Johnny Depp on heroin, and he does a great job at being Johnny Depp on heroin in a pirate costume.
Yeah. Or as a barber eating people, or making them into pies or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, okay, but then you got Robert Downey Jr. Look at his performance in Sherlock Holmes versus what the hell is it? Iron Man. It's totally different. He's a great actor.
He's in that movie with that guy. Hold on a second, I'll get it. It's like a judge movie or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? It came out not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Where his dad's a judge? Is that what you're talking
it's called
about?
The Judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a total drama movie, so it's like completely different. So, Robert
I don't think I
Duvall.
caught that movie. Was it good?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. But it's still, it's got a lot of It's got a lot of big names. Robert Downey Jr., Robert Duvall, Vera Farmiga, Billy Bob Thornton, D'Onofrio's in there. So
That's a lot of. That sounds like it'd make a great Western.
oh man, it would. We need another.
Robert Duvall as a cowboy is like the best cowboy ever.
He's pretty great.
You watch him in like, I don't know if you guys have seen Lonesome Dove, the web series, or not web series, what the hell?
The sitcom?
The mini series. It's
miniseries?
like
Yeah.
a bunch of little TV shows or whatever, but he's great in that.
Yeah, I don't think we watched that. So, or I don't think I've watched that. I don't know about these guys.
I have not watched
Nope.
that.
Yeah, I think I have it download it or something, I could send it to you guys. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've read the books and stuff too. It's a pretty good book. There's a scene when I was a kid. My dad used to watch it every winter, and there's a scene where these guys they're crossing all this river with all these cows, and then this huge ass ball of like water moccasins start just biting this dude, and it's like they see him on his face and shit. And I was like, oh god, I was already like I hate snakes, and then I seen that. Ever since then, I've been like, snakes are the worst fucking thing ever. Why everybody doesn't just go around killing snakes for a job is just beyond me. I mean, that's what I would do. I'd waste all of them.
Just murdering snakes, huh?
Yeah, fuck the snakes.
He already has a job in murder, though.
Yeah, murdering the second worst thing ever, trees. I mean, you know, people have to clean up tree shit all the time, and then they don't even care. They're like, they don't get that they're having to clean up tree shit.
Trust me, I care.
They even drag it in when they walk in on their house and
Yeah.
their cars. It's everywhere.
They got little kids playing in tree shit. And then,
Woo! Mommy, look at me.
and then friggin' tree jizz gives you allergies, makes you have a stuffed up nose, makes you sneeze. The trees are raping you all the time. Tree jizz.
Tree jizz can also give you sinus infections. You don't want that shit in your
Yeah.
nose.
They're just terrible. People like, wake up, everybody. Get rid of the trees. Ban the tree jizz epidemic.
Gets all over your windshields and makes them sticky.
Yeah. That's right.
Isn't that the sapricky? I'm pretty sure that's different
Pretty
than
sure
the tree
that's-
jizz.
that is different.
Whatever, it's all the same shit.
I wasn't gonna
Tree
correct
blood.
him. I was just gonna let it go.
Yeah, it's tree blood. That's what my blood is.
That
Ricky.
is tree blood.
I
He's right.
think that there actually is some kind of oh my god.
Sticky pollen, tree jizz.
Yeah, pollen that's kind of sticky. We
Yeah.
There's some kind of a fucking tree up here that lets out this like pollen or something. And like I've never seen dust bunnies, you know what I'm talking about? Like those, like this place here, like the dust has like texture, and it's like nasty
Like a
tree
film,
stuff
yeah.
texture. It's like a film, and it's really greasy. It's awful. It's like, what the hell? So I fucking hate trees. Stupid.
So the
government
trees have their own ectoplasm, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they do.
What reasons to kill
The trees are actually aliens, and they're trying to rape you.
They're ghost aliens because they have ectoplasm.
They're ghost aliens, and they're gonna come down. And right now, the trees, they're invading the pyramids at Giza. Here, I'm gonna show you a diagram of the trees growing in the pyramid, shooting laser beams out of the pyramid.
And they shoot towards Saturn to make sure that Saturn
Look at
blows up.
Ricky's face.
So let's
like,
see what we
this
got
guy.
here.
Ricky reminded me about the hand thing, so thanks.
Yeah.
About that.
So
I seen him over there. He's all like, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do that.
trees drink our water. They shit all over our stuff. They get us sticky with their blood, and they've got tree jizz. 4 reasons to kill trees. The only reason I can think of to save them is they give us shade. So that's a 4-to-1 ratio. We should just burn them all to the ground.
Oxygen.
Yeah, you know what else gives us shade? Tall buildings. We should
oxygen's
just have more tall
irrelevant.
buildings.
Like 88% of the world's
Cell
oxygen
towers.
comes out of the
We should
ocean.
replace
We don't
trees
need
with cell towers.
Trees are a joke.
Then we'll
Could you
throw
imagine how
Oakland
good
down.
cell reception would be in the woods if you replaced every tree with a cell tower?
There'd be so much cell signal that it would not even work.
Just overload the network and be fucked
it's like
up.
every you walk through the woods just going from cell signal like just like endlessly switching.
The cell phone battery would just be like.
Oh no, it wouldn't do that. It would just be forever like to the max because like I'm out in the woods with like very low service and that kills the battery.
Yeah, but
But when you're in
switching
town-
signals constantly, I feel like that would kill the battery too.
No, the phone just kind of undergoes this process of transcendence because it's around all this all the signals, and it can now assume
The phone just gets legs and then just goes walks over and starts fucking the cell tower.
Exactly. It,
Why don't we just put
And then it
Wi-Fi
makes another
emitters?
cell tower.
Just put Wi-Fi emitters through all the trees, and then they're useful, right? Then you just like you don't have to worry about.
try to
building
figure
this
out how to
big
make
No.
cell tower.
trees
That's a
emit
bad
a
idea.
Wi-Fi signal.
Because then one
Would you guys
tree
even
would
be
die
that
and it
shocked
would
if I
yank
like
everything
pulled a
down.
mask off and I'm actually like an orc or something?
No, not at all.
No,
I would
guys
be
would be
less
like-
shocked than you think.
it makes
Oh,
sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Explains a lot of things.
I get it. Yeah. I'd be a handsome ass orc though. Look how symmetrical my face is for an orc.
You'd have to. How do you hide your?
I'd be like the best
bottom-
looking one.
How do you hide your like bottom fangs or whatever they call those?
The
on orcs?
tusks?
The tusks. How do you hide your tusks?
Oh, I cut them off.
Well, that's
Oh man,
self-mutilation,
isn't
man.
that a...
No, no. This one's even better, guys. This one's even better. I was raised on Mountain Dew.
Oh, there you go. Wasn't that a bad thing in Bright? When, like, fucking cutting off
Yeah.
your tusks or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's yellow 5, man. It's a bad thing.
No, it's not Yellow 5. It's like I was not actually raised on Mountain Dew. I just think it's like it was funny for
Yellow
the joke.
5
I
is
don't
the
really-
Oh,
chemical.
hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yellow 5 is the
Grandpa's,
chemical-
metals off the bridge.
That's directly linked to all the problems it has.
Well, I mean, the teeth thing is just because like there's
Well, the
places
teeth
where they
thing's-
drink Mountain Dew instead of water,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they're having nothing but like sugar and then acid and the carbonation, and it just is like a cocktail for teeth to fall out immediately. Plus the meth.
Yeah, but the yellow 5, the yellow 5 is what stunts the growth of your testicles and penis.
All right.
Thank God I didn't drink any Mountain Dew.
What rating do you guys give this?
Ricky had a lot.
5. No, not 5 stars. 4 stars.
Okay.
I gave it 3 stars.
3.
Oh, I guess 2 stars.
4.5 stars.
And I gave this movie 4 stars. I liked it a lot. Thought it was done well. It was fun to watch. So.
Yeah, when it first started, I was like, great, it's going to be a corny-ass 80s horror movie. I'm going to fucking hate this shit. And then as soon as it showed the other ghost and everything, I was like, okay, this movie's awesome.
Yeah. The dude just blasting in, just shooting his guns off.
Yeah.
I felt like the cowboy ghost like really made it.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Well, I mean, I thought they were going to try to go for scary, and as soon as I realized they weren't going for scary, I loved it. Because if they tried to go for scary and failed, it just ruins a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't they just recently have a movie with kind of a similar premise where you get like killed or something, and then you have like some afterlife thing? It's like out of body experience or something. It had some famous actress in it.
Are you talking about the Flatliners, or are you talking?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one wasn't scary at all. That was
No, I wasn't saying it was supposed to
yeah.
be scary. It's just like they stole the premise of the movie.
Well, I mean, that's
to
a
some
remake
degree.
of Flatliners from back in the day, so
Yeah.
yeah,
That was another. They actually
It's
had
a remake,
another
yeah.
one of those.
yeah. And the remake, it was not very good. It was Ellen Page was the main character in that one. So
Why can't they remake like a good movie?
because that's not how movie
You know what
people
sucks?
work, man.
They have, and they ruined them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like
overboard.
Conan the Barbarian. How fucking hard is it to
Um,
make a movie?
Are we getting new one of those?
Ghostbusters. They remade it and they fucking ruined it.
Well, okay, Ghostbusters there's like a lot of reasons why you could fuck that up. I mean, first off, you don't have Bill Murray, so the Ghostbusters are fucked. Like you can't have a funny Ghostbusters without Bill Murray in it. It's just like when Ghostbusters was bequeathed upon us, right in the subtext of it, it's like you have to have Bill Murray for the next one, and it didn't happen. All right, so like Conan the Barbarian though, how fucking hard is it to get a big buff dude to roam around on a horse and kill things and have it be entertaining? Like that's the easiest fucking thing ever, and they managed to fuck it up.
I thought they were doing another one of those, and I don't see it listed anywhere, so I guess maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, the movie with Khal Drogo, I can't remember. Jason Momoa was all right, but they had like this weird character in it, you know. And I was like, this like witch lady is weird. I don't get it. She's not like you get another buff guy with a sword for him to fight. That's the whole point of those movies,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, the magician in one of those Conan movies that has like the mirror thing. Yeah, dude. Any of the Highlander movies, they could remake that.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that.
Think about that. That's a good point. That's a totally good point. Like they totally could do that. Then they could not have. They could actually probably have the Kurgan back in it. That guy would probably do it again. He's still alive, I'm pretty sure. They could. Oh my God, they could have retirement Highlander. They're all old.
Damn it!
I'm the Highlander. No, I'm the Highlander. I bet Chris Lambert looks like shit right now.
We're looking at 2019 is what they're saying for release.
Conan?
For Highlander remake.
So next
Who's
year?
in it?
Let's see. This fucking article sucks. Just a second.
Well, like, here's an idea. Have fucking Conor McGregor be the Highlander. Could you imagine a better shit talker as a Highlander than that guy?
I forced myself to watch every Highlander movie once because I'd never seen them. I can't even remember what they were about. I wasn't impressed.
The first one's good. The first one's good. I don't really remember any of the other ones because they're too close.
Well, in the very last one, he's like a 900-year-old man fighting to be the Highlander or some shit right in the beginning, and I like kind of lost interest right away.
Yeah, they get weird, but like they could have like an actual martial artist be the Highlander and they have fights, and have them shit talk each other and do all that stuff. I mean, Conor McGregor actually looks like he could be a Highlander too, since he's from Ireland.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious watching him because, I mean, you can't say fuck better than in Irish.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's like, fucking. It's hilarious.
Next week's movie is Ricky's choice. What are you going to choose, Ricky?
I was thinking we'd start the Insidious.
Oh, you dickhole.
You mean we didn't do that last year or the year before?
No, we did The Conjuring.
Kelly is shivering.
We did
She's
The Conjuring.
Scared.
Don't feel like we've watched it.
I looked in the past. I couldn't see it in our past notes and shit like that.
So, I don't think we did either. And like, the fucking oh my God, the Insidious. Oh fuck. You want to know what's annoying? Okay, so there's a part in that movie where you get this like jump scare, right? And in the theater, it was the scariest fucking thing I'd ever seen. Because it's right in your face, and we were sitting pretty close to the screen. So my brother left the room to go pee and missed that jump scare, and then was like, "Yeah, that movie wasn't that scary." And I'm like, "Bullshit! You didn't even see that part."
You would have said that anyways.
Oh yeah, definitely. But he was serious. You can tell. So then my mom watches the movie, and I look at her when she's doing the jump scare, and she's just like this. That's what she does. I was like, "This is bullshit." This is bullshit. How the fuck did she not get scared right there?
All right, so one of the winning spy wants to know what our favorite scary movie is.
Ever?
The Conjuring. Number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say The Conjuring. Also, I think that was the one that got me the most. I think it was the best done out of everything. Like, I remember fondly a lot of old slasher flicks and stuff like that, but like, arguably the best one that I've watched is probably The Conjuring.
Yeah, because when you get scared at it as an adult, that's a different level of scary than as a kid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to this day, the Oompa Loompas still scare the living crap out of me. They're just fucking.
So, Ricky, are you saying Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is your favorite scary movie?
Yeah, I'm saying that movie scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, and still to this day, those Oompa Loompas just unnerve me like nothing else has ever unnerved me.
If you were
I'm on Ricky's page because Ernest. I'm gonna have to say this: Ernest Scared Stupid. Totally scariest movie. Now this guy Zaire Landix, I'm saying that he said he watched The Fourth Kind and he got up and left. He might have actually been at the movie when my brother and I were there laughing at it because it was hilarious. We were both tiny bit drunk, and I don't know if I just get way more brave when I'm drunk, or maybe I just don't take things seriously, or maybe the movie's that bad.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. It's like supposed to be kind of like an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, a movie, like one movie that's a little different. What the hell is it called? Fire in the Sky or something?
Uh-huh.
That one's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's not super scary or anything, but I mean, there are parts with the alien. You know, I work out in the woods, so like, you know, I've had to be out by myself in the woods. Like one time I ripped the head off my machine and I had to stay out there all night and fix bolts and stuff so I could run the next day.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm sitting out there and I see this like satellite go by, and for a split second I'm like, this is where I get abducted by fucking aliens. Damn it. This is where I'm going to be abducted by aliens. It didn't help that I was like 8 Red Bulls in.
Yeah. Eric he's not worried about any of the nighttime predators or anything like that. He's just like, fucking aliens, dude. Fucking aliens.
Well, I mean, I'm in Oregon. What nighttime predator is going to mess with me? A
All
mountain
he's gonna
lion?
do is run and jump in his machine while they're trying to get him up, and then he'll be up there with his machine tearing the shit out of everything. And you know what? We're gonna all have a spaceship we can fly around in.
Oh, I know. My dearest wish is that they try to abduct my younger brother. If they try and abduct Robert, I am gonna be able to go in an alien spaceship. It's gonna happen.
You're gonna be able to go in an alien spaceship and not get a weird probe thing stuck in your butt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if they
unless you
try and
want it,
abduct
unless
my
you're into
mom.
that.
If they try and abduct my mom, I'm gonna get a phone call and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, can you come down here? I'm in an alien spaceship and I can't figure out how to get this thing's Wi-Fi to work. Can you come show me how to make it work?" That's the phone call I'll get. Like, what did you do with the aliens? Don't you worry about that. They're not a problem now. I made them go away. All right.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
Can you imagine that? Like, you drive down there and you're like, oh man, something happened to her. I don't know what the hell. She must have hit her head or something. And then she's like, got that spaceship in the front yard.
Yeah.
She's standing there with a shotgun. Like, there's like police there. Get the fuck away from my spaceship. Hey, I took him out. This is mine now.
Yeah. Right a salvage, all right?
You get,
This is gold miner rules here.
you
Okay.
get some awesome like satellite TV from some planet that's like 2 galaxies over.
No, you'd figure out that Earth is a reality TV show like in South Park and
Oh yeah.
But then we get canceled.
yeah.
I tell you what, I will tell you this though. I want to attach a GoPro to that alien spaceship, and I'm gonna fly all the way around the planet in a straight line, and then I'm gonna put out a YouTube video that says it's actually not flat.
They'd still say it was fake.
Well, you said you went in a straight line, so technically it's got to be flat.
No.
Now, if you flew it around in a circle
Good
around
call.
the planet,
That's what I meant.
it would be a circle. But now, if you just flew out in a straight line,
Obviously meant like
And view the
veering
entire
down
Earth,
for accounting
then
for gravity.
you know-
Ricky, you're fucking aliens, okay?
you just proved that it was fucking flat.
Well, according to
This
Einstein,
is why we should have Rick Talk, where we debate stuff like that, and Ricky makes it sound like the Earth is flat.
according to Einstein, if you left the Earth in a straight line, you'd eventually come back to the Earth again, because you'd fly through the entire galaxy and come back to the beginning.
Until you hit something in your way.
Yeah, you know.
Eventually,
Or
you're
a-
gonna hit something.
Or a micrometeor going 1,000,000 miles an hour blows through your head.
Yeah. Kelly,
know.
did you answer? What was your favorite scary
No.
movie?
So if you get, I guess from all time,
Yeah, just completely. It's something you enjoy or something that scared you the most. Whatever you would think your favorite scary movie would be.
usually I'm not like, woohoo, let's watch scary
Yeah.
movies anymore. I'm more of a chicken anymore now. But scariest, I'd say about Conjuring, especially the one with the nun. I'm sorry, that creeps me out. I don't like
I haven't seen that
evil.
one.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I was scared to death of the Candyman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under the Stairs, and oh, there's a big one. Oh, like that movie, What Happened to Baby Jane?
What is
It's
that?
really old. It's old. It's a different category, like scary. And it's just, I don't know, it's creepy. And then like Mommy Dearest was scared to me, and then definitely Pet Cemetery, where the sister Rachel, like she still gets me. I have to like,
Yeah.
watch this. But the rest of the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, I can handle it. Even the little kid with the scalpel.
I've never seen Pet Cemetery, but everybody says that it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, that might be a movie you needed to see when you were 13.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
Aren't they doing a remake?
Oh yeah.
They're doing a
It
remake of
sucks
everything.
though. I watched the preview on accident because I'm an idiot, and John Lithgow doesn't do the main accent, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
John Lithgow's main accent's gonna be amazing."
He could have
Yeah.
done one too. I guarantee it.
No shit, and he doesn't do it. I'm like, we don't want Harry and the Hendersons out here getting stabbed in the legs. We want to see main Harry and the Hendersons getting his legs chopped off.
That's why I like when I listen to like a good voice actor for like a Stephen King book, and they fucking
Yeah.
just nail the accent. It's just like fuck yeah.
Well, Dexter, that's not his real name, but Michael C. Hall. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I love him, but I can't remember his name sometimes because it's very similar to another actor. I'm sure you know. He does an amazing accent for that. Eric
Why
and I
is he not Batman?
I don't know.
Well, he could be now. I mean, since Affleck is done.
What is the movie Communion about? It's got Christopher Walken. That's out there already because
That's
the
gonna
way that
be
guy
80s,
talks, that's like the
90s or
best
so.
accent ever.
When I was about 6 or 7, I thought Lawnmower Man was terrifying.
Dude,
The
my
VR
scariest
thing, right?
movie as a child by far was Leprechaun 2, I
Never
think.
seen it.
Yeah, I think it's the second one for you, hon.
Yeah, Leprechaun 1 with Rachel from Friends, not scary, but the second one, oh my god, there was just something about it. I was like, because this kid did a whole bunch of stuff that I would do, like try and keep the coin away from the leprechaun, because think I'm too smart for my own good sometimes. and then he's like, and then of course he has to do like the limerick. So I think when he did the limerick thing, I'd be like, oh, here's your coin. Can you teach me how to do those sweet ass limericks? Then he turned me into a leprechaun. Oh shit! It's an alien abduction based on true events.
Oh.
Whoa!
The
It has communion in it, so there's probably some marijuana involved.
I was thinking being religious.
Yeah, so was I.
The Good Son is another good scary movie, but it's not that kind of scary. It's like it's not a jump
Oh,
scary.
that's I like that movie too.
Yeah, it's scary, but it's not jump scary.
No, it's like the bad seed.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, same thing with Mommy Dearest. It's not a jump scare movie. It's just like it's a true story too.
I didn't know that. That's cool. Well, I mean, that's not cool, but
No, you don't want to be beat with wire hangers. Trust me.
no,
I
it's
wasn't,
not
but-
cool, but I like it when they make a movie based off a real story that's done really well. Is what I'm trying to say.
Like
Alright.
Conan.
Yeah, like the original Conan.
All right, we're gonna do one more question from Winning here. Any of you guys following sports? I don't know if anybody is. If not, we'll just skip it. Anybody know who do you want to win the World Series?
Anybody but the Dodgers.
Anybody?
I
but the Dodgers?
wanted the A's to win, but they didn't.
Yeah. I'm not a sports
I'm not-
guy, so I don't know shit about
The
it.
only sports I've been following have been the UFC fight with Khabib and Connor, the greatest shit talker of our time, McGregor.
Nice, Eric.
I just honestly, I would watch a show that was nothing, but that I would invite that guy to our podcast to just shit talk us because it would be the most entertaining thing that anybody's ever seen. Aside from maybe having my brother also on there to shit talk at him too. So it would be funny.
That'd
I just
be a
have
real
to make
shit
sure.
show.
It would be a lot. I mean, the greatest shit talking I've ever seen. We're talking like world class shit talking. The guy should be the guy should just shit talk. I want to see. Fuck these stupid peace summits. We should just have him shit talking against Russia. Like you guys are garbage. You guys can't even I don't know what Russians can't do. Whatever. Clean up their streets. No. They can't even have insurance that doesn't require dash cameras, but he'd somehow make that funny. Because he's amazing at it. And then he's also amazing at acting tough even after he gets his ass kicked. Which that's
That's some skill right there.
holy shit.
All right, guys.
I mean, could you guys imagine doing that? It's really hard to do that.
Well, I can brush off falling off a hill or down a hill or
That's
something.
true.
So maybe, I don't know. I'd be like, yep, I just got my ass kicked, but I'm alive. I don't know.
I can jump off a
Well, I mean-
car and, you know, just have a giant fucking cut in my arm and be fine. But, you know, I don't know if I could, you know, act tough after an ass kicking. I don't know. It might be a little hard.
He totally does too. He acts like he won the fight after he got his ass kicked. And then he can go
That's the way
shit
you're
talk
supposed to do
another
it.
guy. And it's like, how the fuck do you do that? It's
He's-
like Dr. Disrespect. You
That's
watch him like playing a Twitch. He's a Twitch streamer as well. He's fantastically entertaining. He'll go into like blackout, get killed. He's like number 40. And then he's talking about how he's going to dominate in the game. Like right after. I'm like, this guy's a fucking genius. I don't know how the hell you do that.
I mean, that's a future professional wrestler right there. You get your ass kicked and, you know, just go and shit talk to somebody else after you get your ass kicked. So
Yeah.
that's going to be it, guys. I'm done. I don't want to keep going.
Oh, I was gonna say that's what Ricky and I should do for like a podcast video or a YouTube video where we just shit talk each other
Yeah.
and then shoot at each other with I don't know,
Pez guns.
real guns,
Pez dispensing
though.
guns.
Paintball guns.
Yeah.
That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, mixer.com/Turkadur, twitch.tv/Turkadur Plays, and youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric on Twitter at.
Quick and severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at.
Sugar Snuggles.
You can follow Ricky on Twitter at.
Furry Twitter balls.
You can follow Jason on Twitter at.
Unbelievable one.
You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. All this stuff that I've been saying is in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/Turkadur Plays. Head over to twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure and subscribe using Twitch Prime. We are Twitch affiliates, so if you guys subscribe over there, that'll give us a little bit of money and help us so that we don't have to continue to do our day jobs. That would be awesome. Make this our day job. We could do this way more often. We have more fun doing this than what we actually do. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell your friends, and we'll talk to you guys on Wednesday. Maybe sooner than that, but for sure Wednesday when we play some video game. I don't know yet. 7:30 to 9:30 on all those things on the screen there. Talk to you guys in a couple days. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining, everybody.